everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Madeline. I want to welcome you to Metro Detroit Improv's fundraiser for Affirmations. So thank you so much for being here. Yes. We are so pleased to have you join us tonight. We have about an hour and a half of short-form improv games to share with you, and all proceeds this evening are going directly to Affirmations. So now to help share a bit about this wonderful nonprofit, I would like to introduce Dave Garcia, Executive Director of Affirmations. Let's give him a warm welcome.
This is new. Before COVID, Ringwald was around the corner, and they've been there for what, 15 years or something? And a lot of us in this room were there at Ringwald, and I remember that we had to walk across the stage, go to the bathroom. The governor was here recently, and she was, please go to the sky deck. That's at Affirmations. It's up on the 3rd floor. It overlooks 9 Mile. It's the only sky deck on 9 Mile. The governor had her like VIP reception up there. This is your building. We paid off this building when I left to LA the last time. And they got into some financial trouble. I know you all know that, but I came back because this organization is too important. It's 30 years old. We've saved many lives here. So this is your theater. And so if Ringwald's going to be dark a lot, and you can do like one-woman shows or comedy or this. You can do whatever we want. It's your building. But monkeypox is like not fake news. And today we had a vaccination day, and we had 120 shots, and then we ran out of vaccine. Tuesday we have another vaccination day, so please let people know from 1 to 5 on Tuesday that they can get vaccinated. But welcome to your home, and thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah, be sure to stop by also the resource hall, which is just this hallway with a bunch of pamphlets and sheets for more information about Affirmations. If this is your first time at an improv show, we're so glad that you're here. Improv, for those of you who may not be familiar, is a type of live theater where the plot and the characters and the scene are all made up entirely on the spot. So tonight we will be playing a really fun assortment of different short-form games, and you, our audience, will be able to give us suggestions for each of the scenes. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our cast for the evening. So we have
Stan, Timothy,
Harris,
Ryan, Steve, Jason, Scott,
and I'm Madeline. Now let's get the show on the road with our first game, World's Worst. Okay, so I'll be explaining how each of the games works before we get started, just so everyone has a little idea. World's Worst, typically we'll play at our meetups as a fun little warm-up game. We call it a line game. I will get a prompt from the audience, and one at a time, our actors will step up and give their example of the world's worst blank. So, just to get us started, and I have a backup list here just in case. Can I get an example of a profession, and we'll get the world's worst profession to start.
Dennis.
Dentist is what I heard. World's worst dentist.
All right, let's take a. Ew! What? Okay, I'm really good with the drill right now. Just. No.
You don't need any pain medication. I keep that for myself.
How many teeth did you come in here with?
And now that you're under, I've got a whole comic routine I need to work out with.
Was that Steve Martin?
Oh.
Those who know, know. I've already tried the laughing gas. It's really good.
I don't know, you can floss if you want to.
You can floss if you want to.
All right, I think we need a new one after that. Well, you can't get better than that one, then you just gotta do a new one. All right, how about world's worst thing to say or do on a date?
Pass it. Can we make this quick? My mom drove.
Hi, I'm really into improv.
Can we make this quick? My girlfriend drove.
Can I get your mom's phone number?
You and my ex would be such great friends.
You know, I really hope you can tell my ex this thing.
So, how much consideration have you given to the Church of Latter-day Saints?
And what do you earn?
Roll for initiative.
All the geeks out there.
Hi, I play Dungeons and Dragons.
Can you tell my dungeon master I'm sorry?
Can you help me with the menu? It doesn't have pictures and I can't read.
Can we make this quick? My dungeon master drove me.
All right, let's get one more suggestion for this game. How about, let's see, world's worst thing to say or do at an awards show.
Fuck you, I earned it.
I'm gonna let you finish, but first,
I'd like to thank my dentist.
Does anyone remember why I won this?
Oh, thank you so much. What do you think I could get for this at the pawn shop?
Well, it was an easy decision because the rest of them sucked.
oh, another one. Thanks again.
They make Grammys in Latin?
I want to thank all the other nominees for giving a worse performance.
Fifth place? There were only 3 of us in the running.
I'd like to thank the director for letting me sleep with him.
I'd like to thank my wife, my agent, the director, the marketing committee that wined and dined you and bought this for me practically.
Still didn't get anything like me.
Yeah. That was world's worst, everybody. Give them a round of applause. All right, this next game is another little warm-up game we like to call Sex With Me is Like... ... So this one is another line game. We like to get an object from the audience, and how it'll work is very similar to World's Worst. We'll get an object from you. For example, something that you could find at Home Depot.
Magic eraser.
Magic eraser. Sex with me is like a magic eraser.
Sex with me is like a magic eraser. You'll never even know it happened.
Sex with me is like a magic eraser. I'll disappear right after.
Sex with me is like a magic eraser, getting in all those dirty little cracks and crevices.
Sex with me is like a magic eraser. It comes in packs of 2.
Sex with me is like a magic eraser. For some reason, there's a bald guy smiling at you.
Let's get another object, shall we? Forget Home Depot for right now. Any object, any noun, a person, place, or thing.
James Cameron.
Sex with me is like James Cameron.
Sex with me is like James Cameron. It's an epic.
Sex with me is like James Cameron. You've been hearing for years that it's coming and it's still not here.
Sex with me is like James Cameron. It's 3 hours long.
Sex with me is like James Cameron. You're not afraid of body paint, are you?
Sex with me is like James Cameron. It's mostly a 3D model from a computer. Sex with me is like James Cameron. It's like a giant boat, like falling apart.
Sex with me is like having sex with James Cameron. You know, it's gonna be, I don't know, something in space.
And that'll do it for our All right. Hope we're now nice and ready to go because we got some games for you now. This first game is called Do, Run, Run. And this game will involve myself, Harris, Jason, and Stan. And I'm going to give the bell to Steve. Actually, he already has it. How about that for preparedness? So for this particular game, I'm going to stand over here. We're going to get a single syllable name from you, our audience, and then we are going to basically sing a little ditty for you using that single syllable name, and we're going to go for as long as we can until one of us messes up and Steve is going to ding us out if there is a repeat or if there is a delay and it takes too long or if we just fumble, basically. So this is an elimination style game, so when we mess up we have to go sit back down. Fair enough? Okay. So to start, why don't you give me a single syllable name?
Madge.
Chuck.
James.
Madge.
I heard Chuck. And I'm really curious to see where this one goes. So we're gonna start with Chuck. All right. So
Here we go. And I met him on a Monday and his name was Chuck.
Do run, 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 do run, run. He had all the fun, he had all the luck. Do run, 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 do run, run, do.
Yeah, his feathers needed a pluck.
yeah, you really liked a good fuck.
Yeah, he drove a truck.
Do run, 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 do run, run.
I met him on a Tuesday and his name was still Chuck.
Do run, 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 do run, run. That guy would do anything for a buck. Do run, 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 do run, run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his feathers I did pluck.
Oh.
So this is my elimination. Very easy to repeat in this game. So we'll start with Harris, and can I get another single syllable?
Madge.
Madge. Okay. This
Okay.
would be a challenge. I'm willing to give it a try. So let's start with Harris
Oh,
this
you're
time.
willing to give it a
Yeah. Give it a try. Go ahead, Harris, whenever you're ready.
Sure. Well, I met her on a Tuesday and her name was Madge.
The do run, 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 the do run, run. She was a sheriff, she showed me her badge. The do run, 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 the do run, run. Yeah.
I'm out.
See, that was a toughie. Now let's pick something a little bit easier than Madge. Give me another single syllable name.
Bob.
Oh, I heard Bob. I like that. Let's go with Bob. We'll start with Jason. Whenever you're ready, this is for the win.
For the win,
Yes,
all right,
for the win.
I met him on a Wednesday and his name was Bob. Do run, 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 do run, run.
He didn't have a watch, but he had a fob.
Do run, 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 do run, run. Yeah, he was quite the slob. Yeah.
I gave him a job.
Yeah, and he turned the knob. Do run, 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 do run, run.
Met him on a Thursday and his name was still Bob.
Do run, 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 do run, run. We had a heist, we pulled the rob. Do run, 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 do run, run. Yeah.
He liked corn on the cob.
Yeah, he had a job.
That was a toughie. That's a hard game. If you've never played that before, I'm just saying. Okay. Rhyming on a dime. Okay. We have another fun game coming up. Not this next one, but if you would like that.
Some of us are drunk already, apparently.
I meant to say they're all
Walking to the
fun.
bathroom.
This next game is not a singing game, is what I meant. This next game is called 90-Second Alphabet. For this game, can I have Harris, Stan, and Steve? And let's get 90 seconds on our timer here, which I happen to already have ready because improv is the only thing that I do. So, I have 90 seconds. I will show you the clock during the game. And how it's going to work is I'm going to get a letter of the alphabet from you. We're going to give our group here a suggestion for a scene in a second. And the first sentence, starting with Stan, is going to start with that letter of the alphabet. And each subsequent sentence is going to start with the next letter of the alphabet in order, and so on and so forth until we get to the same letter. So we have to make a full circle all the way around before 90 seconds is up. So do you think they can do it?
Yes.
All right. It's tough.
You're right
So
most of the
it's
time,
okay.
whoever said that.
So let's give them first a letter of the alphabet.
X.
Okay, we'll start with X. That's usually one of the hardest letters, so it's not a bad one to. So Stan will start with X, Harris's sentence will continue with Y, Z, etc., and so on and so forth. Okay?
Or you could just read off the rest of the alphabet.
No, that's it. That's all you get. Sometimes we would like hold up letters or do like A. People will stumble, but we're not doing that tonight. So they're on their own, and I have confidence that they're going to make it. So. Give me, to get them started in their scene, any relationship.
Boss and employee.
Boss and employee, or employees, how about, since there's three of us.
Sure.
So our scene suggestion is boss and employees. Our letter is X, and the scene will start with Stan. 90 seconds is on the clock, which starts now.
Xerox machine's broken.
You're the boss.
Zoom meeting. Let's have a Zoom meeting.
All right, guys, let's just talk about what we're gonna do.
But
Can we not?
Do as I say.
even though it's broken,
Frank knows how to fix it.
George, call the Xerox guy.
how? The phones are down.
I can't do phones.
Just something go right today.
Know that this is not the day to be having this crisis.
Let me get this straight. The Xerox machine's down and the phones are up.
May I have to tell you again?
Nope.
Only one more thing.
People, we're wasting time.
Quickly then.
Really, I gotta use the bathroom.
Shit.
10 times.
Understand I have, issues.
Very good, very good.
Well, I didn't mean to bring up something personal.
Xander says that we need to go.
We have 15 seconds left, which is pretty impressive.
Excellent.
A lot of times we don't make it quite that far, so yes, that was definitely a good run, if I do say so myself. Okay, this is that other fun game that I was alluding to earlier. This is called What You Got, and this is another sing-songy type of game. And can I have, I will be in this one with Tim and Steve, Brian, Scott, and Harris, come on up. And I'm going to have Jason ding for this one, so I will give Jason the bell. Okay, so, say again. Okay, that was next. Okay. Yes, okay, so we have two groups of three folks here. We will be in a triangle, like so. And basically, we are going to be in a rap battle of sorts, back and forth. So Harris and I will be the leader. The first time around, when we get dinged out, we're going to have to rotate, and we'll have a new leader. This is our posse behind us, and they're going to help us through this game. So What You Got basically works like this. I'm going to get a physical activity from you. Whoever is starting the game will start by doing that physical activity, like sweeping the floor. And the leader of the next team, on beat, because we're going to set a bit of a beat for this, is going to have to come up with a similar looking physical activity while doing the same motion. And if the activity is a repeat, or if it's too much of a stretch, or if we just don't like it, Jason's going to ding them out, and then we're going to rotate and get a new object, and so on and so forth. So that's how the game works. So, can I get any physical activity?
Fencing.
Fencing, okay. I think we can do that. So
Yeah, I
Harris,
think so too.
would you like to start out with
Sure.
fencing? Okay. Mhm.
I'm fencing. I'm fencing.
I'm fencing. What you got?
I'm swatting the fly. Swatting the fly. Swatting the fly.
What you got?
I'm casting my line.
Casting my line. Casting my line. What you got?
I'm paying a bill.
Paying a bill. Paying a bill. What you got?
I'm making some magic.
Making some magic. Making some magic. What you got?
I'm paying a stripper. Paying a stripper. Paying a stripper.
What you got?
I'm feeding some birds.
Feeding some birds, feeding some birds. What you got?
I'm cooking the popcorn, cooking the
popcorn,
popcorn.
cooking the popcorn. What you got?
I'm shelling the peas.
The shell of the peas, the shell of the peas. What you got?
I got nothing. Yes. All right, so we'll rotate. We'll have a new leader. Harris will now join the posse. Let's get another physical object, or activity rather.
Directing Titanic.
You get out.
Do with Titanic. Something to do around the house, like a chore.
So there was this
Oh.
story that
How
this
about knitting?
guy in a bubble, he was only shown one movie.
Let's do knitting. That one's nice and easy. We'll have Scott
And they
start this
mismeasured the
time.
door.
Scott, whenever you're ready.
I'm knitting a sweater. I'm knitting a sweater. I'm knitting a sweater. What you got?
I'm writing on a keyboard.
Writing on a keyboard, writing on a keyboard. What you got?
I'm sprinkling some sprinkles. I'm sprinkling some sprinkles. I'm sprinkling some sprinkles. What you got?
I'm losing cocaine. I'm losing cocaine. I'm losing cocaine. What you got?
I'm drying up my fingernails. Drying up my fingernails. Drying up my fingernails. What you got?
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. What you got?
I'm teasing the cat. I'm teasing the cat. I'm teasing the cat. What you got?
I'm dribbling some water. I'm dribbling some water. Dribbling some water. What you got?
I'm waving my arm.
That was a good one. That might have been better than the last one. Let's get one more physical activity.
Burpees.
Burpees? Okay, that might be too tough for us.
I don't know.
I like washing dishes. I heard washing dishes. Brian, why don't you start this one?
I'm washing the dishes.
Washing the dishes, washing the dishes. What you got?
I'm spinning mad tunes. I'm spinning mad tunes. I'm spinning mad tunes. What you got?
I'm rotating a plate.
Rotating a plate, rotating a plate. What you got?
I'm lost.
No! Nice job, everybody. Give them a round of applause. Okay, now we are going to play a fun little game called Sit, Stand, Lean. And I'm going to grab 2 chairs for this one, and I'm going to give the bell underneath to Harris, yes? So, this is a fun little physical game where we are going to get a suggestion for a scene as usual, and at any moment during the scene, one of us must be sitting, one of us must be leaning, and one of us must be standing. And anyone can choose to stand or lean or sit at any given moment. We just have to be focusing on each other to make sure that all those boxes are checked. And it's better that we are justifying our movements in the scene, so we're not just randomly moving around without any reason, if that makes sense. So, for the suggestion for the scene, can I get an occupation that is physically demanding?
Auto laborer.
What was that?
Auto laborer.
Auto laborer. Okay, an auto laborer or group of laborers. Okay, we'll go with that.
I don't know what's wrong with the car.
Good. How much time did you spend looking at it?
No,
Did you twist the jiggy?
I twisted the jiggy.
Did you use your special glove?
What is that?
You didn't try, did you?
It makes a difference if I use the glove.
It is so much fun watching the two of you fight over cars every day.
I mean, you've done this before. Why don't you tell them how it's done?
All right, well, first, you go down here, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's this wire. Oh, sorry, I broke the wire.
Oh, you broke the wire.
You're
This is
making
a
it worse.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh.
This is the Birmingham mayor's Mercedes-Benz. You broke the wire?
I'm glad I got a glove on.
Oh my God.
I'm
What are we
actually-
gonna do?
I'm actually glad you broke the wire. Our mayor's been feeling too high and mighty
Oh
around.
my
Okay.
God.
Okay,
I don't have a replacement wire, guys.
we don't need it, okay? We'll just say that some vandals took it.
Some vandals.
The car.
Yeah?
Kids.
All 3.
Kids do these things.
We are gonna get a 1-star review on Yelp.
Yelp.
Yelp!
Nobody reads Yelp these days.
Everybody reads Yelp, don't they? What do they read if they don't read
That's
Yelp?
what I do every night when I go home. I just scroll the Yelp.
Okay, we need a solution. What can we use if not wire?
Well, then duct tape always works.
What does the manual say? Do we know where the manual is?
It's in the trunk. It's in the trunk.
It's in the trunk? Okay, do you have the key to pop the trunk?
I don't use.
Okay, oh God. Well, that was easy. Okay.
Okay. It says Yeah, duct tape.
Duct tape? Really? Okay, do we have? And that's the game. One of our more physical games, if you will, is Sit Stanley. So, all right. This next game is a personal favorite. This one is called Freeze. This is an all play, so if I can have everybody stand up for this one, I will also be joining this. Freeze is a game. Do we have the bell?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will have two people come up and do a scene as per any other game. They will be making very large hand or arm gestures or movements. They will be using the entire space. And at any point during the scene, somebody in the line can clap their hand and yell freeze. They will step forward. They will tap somebody on the shoulder and assume the same exact position of the person that they tapped out. Now, they can start a new scene directly just using that position, or they can start a new scene with a last line that was just said from the person that they tapped out. So they can do it either way, okay? So, to get us started, for a suggestion, what's your favorite TV show?
Big Bang.
The Big Bang Theory, right?
Madeline's favorite.
Oh no. If we start with Big Bang, we'll have Brian and Steve get us started. Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
No, really, the Big Bang Theory is really good.
No. I've seen it. It's not funny.
But, you know, it shows representation to people like
I've seen those people all over the place. They make a lot of noise on the internet. I don't need to see them anymore.
But
And that includes you. I'm sorry.
Freeze! Get out of here, dumb animal! Can't you see we can't keep the farm and you?
Made it a lot worse.
I'll check you out when you get over here.
Captain, put on this red shirt, quickly! Wait. Okay, the aliens will not be. Wait, are they not looking? Of course they are! Okay, I will seduce them all first. All right, and then you beam me up before they get my name. Wait a minute. What are the chances of survival?
Freeze. So that's 2 BLTs and an order of fries and a Coke.
A Coke.
Okay, anything else?
You got that special garlic powder for the price?
Oh, you want the garlic powder?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, that is a by request item.
Freeze. Oh, that's a by request item.
Well,
I could take you in the back if you want to see it, like, in person.
Freeze. I could take you in the back if you want to see it in person.
Freeze! Oh, thank you. I've been standing up here for so long.
Yeah.
I'm finally ready to go.
Oh, good. Okay, finally.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Where are we going?
Just over here.
freeze!
See?
Standard procedure
Yep.
is we have to test you for COVID, so we have to do a cheek swab.
Okay.
You're negative.
No, I didn't really feel anything.
Freeze.
Well, it's a non-invasive test.
Okay. But, I've been hearing like all my friends that get tested, they like
Freeze. The no-no spots are here, and on the 2022 congressional ballot with any name with an R next to it.
I'm gonna need a lot more Q-tips then, I guess, won't I?
Rub these names right off.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
freeze.
Double
Double.
freeze. Oh, your love line.
So strong.
Really?
Thick.
Oh,
Deep.
okay,
Yes.
yes.
I can see. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Lifeline.
I win. I suck at that game.
You playing Nintendo? Come on, the new Switch. something more high tech than slapping the hand?
Slapping hands? Yes.
Freeze.
Mr. Bojangles.
Stop it.
No!
Oh, it's so full!
Yeah, get over
No, seriously, I don't want to go, Mom.
We're going to picture day.
No.
I bought you the sailor suit to picture day. We're ready. We're ready. I paid a lot of money to get you into the Sears.
Freeze. Look, I'm sorry. Oh, Big Bang Theory is okay.
It explains the origins of our universe, okay? Professor Hawkins took a lot of time reading history.
Look at them all. We're surrounded.
Oh my God. Why'd you take me to this convention?
You love pickles. You love them.
I'm sorry, I just told you that to make you happy.
You didn't think there'd be a convention that I'd take you to because of one little piece of information?
No, I thought I'd just, pickles are okay, we can eat a hamburger. I didn't realize that you just take me to a place that's like full of pickles fans.
And so then
I didn't think you'd bring me to a place with all Pickles fans. That's my favorite sports team.
yeah, the pickles, the pickleballs are a really popular thing.
The
And
Pittsburgh Picklers.
yeah, the pickle picks.
You know their slogan, right?
Yeah, I'm.
Come on, shout
Oh,
it
wait.
out.
Pickles, hold on. There might be a freeze coming. Big freeze.
Pickle, pep.
That's it!
I'm not good at tongue twisters.
Okay, so what else is your talent?
I can whistle.
Okay, we're going on in 5
Freeze.
minutes.
Cowbell?
I can listen.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna save the youth center then.
Absolutely, by
You-
whistling.
Like with you on the talent show,
Yes,
whistling, Yankee
Yeah.
Doodle Dandy.
absolutely.
Oh, right. We are
Yeah.
gonna raise the funds. Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
good. I didn't
Well,
want.
that's good, thank God.
I didn't want them.
Because
Yeah.
I wish we, I'm glad I want to be able to keep the center open.
Yeah.
Okay, coach, we're down by a lot of points. I can't quite add that many. But what are we gonna do?
I knew we made a mistake keeping passing you on anyway.
Freeze. I knew we made a mistake. Keep passing you on in English. Should have been German. Should have been French.
Freeze! It should have been French. Oh.
Why, do you like my outrageous accent?
I prefer the French, because that is where I come from, and I am around the English tourists all day, and the Americans, and, it
Freeze. The Americans. That's a good show.
But they spelled it wrong.
It's on purpose. Yeah, it's intentional. Like they planned it out. Not like Big Bang Theory where they just fill in a bunch of random references that have no point in the plot or anything.
Because you don't get it.
But that's just a reference on its own. It's not comedy.
Oh man, Bazinga!
I feel like there's going to be a theme for the evening. I don't want to call it too soon, but we are at our 15-minute intermission. Everyone, welcome back. Hi! Hope you were able to use the facilities and enjoy some baked goods. And maybe check out the sky deck upstairs, which I know a few of you did. It's lovely. So welcome back. We got some more fun games to share with you. So yes, this first one is going to involve those nice suggestions that you gave us on the index cards at the registration desk. So I am just shuffling them up here so we get them nice and mixed up. And for this game, which is called Whose Line, I'm going to have Jason and Tim join me on stage. And so for this game, if you're not familiar, what's going to happen is I'm going to basically divide this deck up half and half. Well, I'm going to eye it. I'm not going to count them. All right? And Jason and Tim are going to stick these lines in their back pocket. We're going to give them a suggestion for a scene, as per usual. And at several points throughout the scene, they're going to just grab an index card from their pocket and read it and insert it into the scene while trying to justify that line that was just said. They're going to try to make it work as best as possible. They're going to do that several times throughout the scene. And they're going to make it work, right? Yes!
Die trying.
For this
Let's just say another
scene,
line if it doesn't.
what's the last thing you bought online?
Cat food. Alarm clock.
Cat food is what I heard. So your scene suggestion is cat food, and this game is whose line? Take it away.
I tell you, Harrington, we're gonna be stocked up for the for the end times. Oh, great! I got bottled water.
Yeah.
Yep. I got iodine, you know, for cleaning infections.
Right. And I got cat food.
Harrington. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Ronson, we need cat food.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I said canned food. Yeah.
Right. It's canned. Don't worry
Yeah, it
about
comes
it.
in cans. Yeah, for the cats.
It's even got a really cool slogan.
Okay.
By the light of dawn, the night can be seen. I had to buy it.
That's
Because
pretty
cats can see in the dark, I think.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure of that.
Wow. Yeah, it's very fancy. It's tuxedo cap. It's
Yeah, so, I want to give it a try. I mean, if we're gonna be living off of it, when we are blown up or whatever happens,
Yeah, you know, it's just, you were at the store and there's aisles and aisles of canned food, right? For
there were
people.
aisles of it, yeah, I just
Yeah.
bought what I could fit in the car.
People. They make like green beans and like peaches. They like.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is, well, it's something my old drill sergeant told me. And it's, why do you eat all the geckos? Maybe you like geckos to survive off the land.
Yeah, we're training. I just like snatch a gecko, and sometimes they break away because of the tail thing, but I still eat the tail.
Right, and geckos are tricky like that because they can
Yeah.
survive after the nuclear winter.
So you're saying the aliens come, they attack us, we're in our bunker, and you're gonna touch this?
Just look at the flavors. Like this one, liver. This one, raw salmon, raw.
Yeah, and this one. I can see your second cousin's brother's friend's former, I am your second cousin's brother's friend's former roommate. That's a wonderful flavor, I think. The aliens come and attack us and we're left. This is,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna kill your second cousin's brother's roommate anyway and eat them. Might as well be in a canned flavor.
You know what? We did have the contingency of cannibalism if we needed it. Just weird that they swapped out, you know, the tuxedo cat for. Is that Rick Moranis?
They paid him a lot of money, I'm sure. You get him on there, get him in there maybe, we don't know.
You know what? Yeah, we haven't seen him in a lot of movies. Oh, that reminds me. Over
Yeah.
here in the bunker, I got the entertainment room going.
Okay.
So of course we got books and literatures and self-help guides.
Right.
We also got like this book title, which is called
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia. It's a goodbye to the human race. So we can.
Yeah, bye, Felicia, and we're down here in the
We're
bunker,
down
of
here in the
course.
bunker, safe and sound, with water, iodine,
And some delicious canned food, like you asked for.
yeah.
All right.
You know what? That's on me, Harrington. I need to be specific. I need to make lists. You know, like of course, who's on water duty, who's on cleaning out the tanks, you know, for bodily fluids, and also who's. I like turtles, so I need to clean out the turtle tanks too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a turtle flavor in here somewhere.
No, right.
There are a lot of really interesting flavors.
Listen, at the end times, it's just gonna be you, me, and my reptilian friends, the geckos and the turtles. So this terrarium.
They're my friends too. I talked to them. The gecko the other day, he was saying no applause necessary. And so I cooled it off because I was really happy to see him.
You were practicing your poetry with him again.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, Sebastian is good for that. He's a very good listener. And he's a tortoise, so he's gonna live for past us.
Wait a second. I think we could use that. I think we could learn a little something from Mr. Tortoise here, from Sebastian, or whatever you just called him.
It's on his tank.
Yeah, I mean, he's going slow. What? Yeah, I think he's trying to lead us somewhere.
It's like when I picked him up at the pet store, the clerk told me, every rainbow has a pot of gold.
Every rainbow is a pot of gold. He's leading us to the treasure!
We haven't even gone past this part of the bunker yet.
No, we're afraid we're gonna get destroyed!
Yeah, no, but it goes further and further. I mean, it's gonna take him a while to get us there, but
Yeah, we don't want to go the wrong way. We don't want to jump the gun here.
stuck up on water. We're needed, and
Hey, Sebastian, I got some good advice for you. Pancakes are magic. Go, Sebastian.
Pancakes are magic. And more magic if you put chocolate chips in them, in my opinion. Okay, this next game is called More Cowbell. And this will involve Scott and Stan, so come on up, Scott and Stan. All right, so we'll have Harris ding this game for us today. And we're gonna get just another scene suggestion as per usual for Stan and Scott. And at any point throughout the scene, however many times they choose, Harris is going to ding the bell and ask for more of something. It can be more of an emotion that they're getting from the scene. It can be more of an object that's in the scene, or more hand move, whatever they want more of, Harris will ask for it. So that's more cowbell. Let's get them a scene. What's a well-known fairy tale or children's story?
Hansel and Gretel.
Rapunzel.
What was this over here?
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel, I like that one, okay. Hansel and Gretel is your scene suggestion, and this is more cowbell. Take it away.
Something smells good.
Yeah, it smells nice and sweet.
Ah.
More German.
Ich bin Lederhosen! Das Wunderkind! Was smells good!
Ja,
Und Bier!
Oktoberfest.
Ah!
Oh, nee.
We should have the children over for the dinner!
Children for dinner.
Stand more yummy.
Oh, yummy. Children.
I noticed
Nice and tender.
that the children only come over once.
They don't leave.
Starting to think that all of our German neighbors are starting to think something about us.
Well, who cares? You know, that blonde hair, it just tastes so good with the...
But we could get in trouble with the German HOA.
But it
That's not flossing.
No paranoia.
They're going to find us.
No!
And they will make us learn something else like French.
Oi!
More panic, Stan.
Ah! French!
You burned the cookies that we were preparing.
Cookies! Ah! Oh, I don't know what they're gonna do! I can't help it! The cookies with the children inside, they were so good! But yet, I don't know what to do! It's ah!
This oven is too small.
More Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's very simple. You get a new stove, yeah.
I will get some more children.
Oh, you'll be back?
That was not funny.
I thought it was.
I think that you are our neighborhood predator, trying to lure children with the oven.
More self-righteousness, Scott.
How dare you?
How dare you! This is my house.
I pay rent too,
This is my house.
but I buy groceries.
Yeah, and you shoved them all in the oven. We have nothing in the fridge.
That's why we're eating children.
That's empty.
It's Vulcan. Thank you, Harris, for taking
scene, we're gonna send Harris away. We'll call them back in a minute. Say bye, Harris! Bye! All right, so I'm gonna grab this easel, because this is gonna be our little, well, not a prop, but it's gonna help us in the scene. I'm gonna go grab my little handy dandy Sharpie. I'm gonna use all blue here. All right, so this game is called Late for Work. So, let me explain a little bit how this is going to work. Can I get Brian, Tim, and Scott also up here for us? So, Scott is going to be Harris's boss. Brian and Tim are going to be helpers in the scene. So, when Harris comes back, Harris is going to have to guess the following 3 points, which we're going to figure out right now together. Why are they late for work? How did they get to work? And what is their job? We're going to write those 3 things down on here so that boss and actors can remember, but Harris's back is going to be facing the easel so they cannot see what the actual clues are. So Scott's job is going to be to slowly guide them in the right direction. When they are getting close, you can give them a little golf clap. And if they are on the money, give them a nice big hearty clap, make noise. They'll know that they got it right. Then we're going to move on to the next one, and so on and so forth until all 3 items are guessed. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so to get us started, and let's use soft voices in case they're in the room still, plugging their ears. Give me, why are they late for work? A reason why.
Godzilla. The bovine truck tipped over in your house. Godzilla attack.
Godzilla.
They peed their pants on the way.
So I like Godzilla. I'm ignoring James Cameron.
So me.
What happened with Godzilla?
He
Is it just
attacked.
Godzilla? Or
Yeah, that's a good
Godzilla.
one.
Godzilla attacked. So, I like that. Godzilla attacked. Okay, so number 2 was how did they get to work?
Jetpack.
Of course, over here.
Drones.
Drones. Okay, God, these are all so good. Okay. Let's do drones. Picked them up and carried them in. Okay. They got to work by drone. Okay. Now, what do they do for work? What's their job?
Court stenographer.
Assistant director to
Coupon
CCAM.
counting.
Everybody at lunch.
Coupon counting.
Coupon counting. Is that a job?
Court stenographer.
Okay. Coupon counting. We can do that.
I don't know what that
You
is.
said court stenographer.
Court stenographer. That's like.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do court stenographer. Does that sound good? Court stenographer. Seal. Okay. You guys see okay? So, yeah, we'll move it up a little bit, so. Just for the folks over here before I angle it again.
Such good handwriting, man.
Oh, thank you, I did try my best. Okay, we just want to make sure Harris can't see, so. Better? I want to make sure they can see. Okay, on the count of 3, we're going to call Harris back with a hey Harris, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Hey Harris! So, you will see, hopefully they heard. If they didn't, I'm going to go get them. All right, boss.
Just the 3rd time this month.
I know.
And it's only the 2nd. Look, Harris doesn't.
And they were early yesterday.
Super early. I don't know why they left.
Yeah, he does. Like, fast.
Oh, hello.
Hi, boss.
Should I say, konnichiwa?
Come on, I was,
Are you okay? You don't seem to be too injured.
I got
Because this
away
is quite a
from,
tall tale.
from Godzilla. Godzilla was rampaging throughout my neighborhood.
Well, that's fine.
There were helicopters.
No, I really,
And, in fact, I had to take a radio operator,
radio operated.
helicopter.
How'd you come in over the
Get
fence?
here, yeah, a drone. Right up over the
Well,
fence and over.
Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because despite all of that,
Well,
we still had to adjourn.
oh, you didn't.
Yeah,
No, not before,
yeah.
No.
And it's all your fault.
It's my fault?
Yeah.
Listen, I try to get here on time. I know it's important, I know how important.
Oh, that's not, oh, just telling me is important. That is like the weakest defense ever. The weakest defense I've ever heard.
Godzilla was throwing trash cans down my street. What do you expect?
He can't do that, he's got the tiny arm!
I took a drone, well, maybe you should hire him to do your cartoon.
It's usually not that quick, I promise. The hardest guess will give the guess. They are like the best guesser of anyone that I've ever played this game with. So yeah, give Harris another round of applause. Okay. Yes, that was late for work. Fantastic. Okay. This next game, oh, this is another one of my personal favorites. It's another sing-songy game. Yes, they're the best. Okay, so first, can you give me a good reason to celebrate?
The release of Avatar 2.
A good reason to celebrate.
The end of income tax.
I heard just got out of prison over here. Just got out of prison. Can I have Stan, Scott, Jason, and Steve?
Oh,
This
yeah.
next game is called, yes, give 'em a round of applause. Yay! This is called the Irish drinking song.
Ah, yes.
So Stan, Scott, or Steve, Stan, Jason, and Scott, in this order, will be singing a little Irish ditty for us because they are so darn happy that they just got out of prison. And if you know the chorus, feel free to sing the chorus. They got the verses, don't worry about that part. Okay, just got out of prison, and we are going in order from Steve. Yes, I'm forgetting you. Whenever you're ready, Steve, take it away.
Hooray, now I'm free.
I'm out of prison today.
The crime that I've committed is now beyond the way. I'm gonna go cash
I'm going to go buy a ticket.
to the place I love to go. I will then go stick it. Oh,
Today I got home today.
because that is what I do, and I am so excited.
You know what I do.
I said hello to my wife.
Because prison sucks. And then she came over.
And we had some fucks.
Now that prison's all done, I am such a man.
I'm feeling great.
That's why they call me Stan.
Now that I am over all that prison stuff,
I can get on with my life.
Because it was so rough.
oh, I am now a free man.
I can't wait to go wild.
I'm going home today.
Finally to see my child, and I am so happy.
I'm gonna get paid.
I'm gonna have a beer.
And as I mentioned, laid.
Very nice. That is one of the more difficult games, as we mentioned earlier in the first act. Rhyming is really hard when you have a beat put to it. When you have three other people who are spouting words off, you don't know what you're going to have to say unless it's the millisecond before you have to come up with something, which is what makes this game so fun and so challenging. So, nice job, you guys. Okay. Now the tricky part is making it make sense in the scene, so I applaud you all for that. This is our last game of the evening. Oh. But it's a really, really fun one, and it's another all-play, so yay! This game is called Challenge. If I can have everyone stand up. Okay, so how it's going to work is like this. It's basically going to start off as a friendly debate between two things that people don't normally argue about, like peanut butter versus jelly, or toilet paper with the flap up or under, or, you know, things like that. Silly, trivial things, not actual, like, mean topics, okay? So we're gonna split the group into two. I already have one half here, Team A. They have Team B over here. I'm gonna join Team B. So what are two things that people don't normally argue about?
Terminator 1 and Terminator 2.
Okay.
I got it. Except real cinephiles are there.
I don't know that we know enough about that. I know I
Yes, we do.
personally
We
don't
do.
know enough about it.
Black or blue pens?
Black or blue pens?
Oh, is the dress, what color is the dress?
Oh.
Oh.
Matriarchy,
Okay. I like, well, God, these are all really good.
Pick one, Mads.
Let's go, okay, let's go black or blue pens. Let's go black or blue pens. Let's have this side black pens, okay? This side will be blue pens, okay? So one at a time, someone's going to step forward from one team and start talking about why their item is so much better, so great, and at any point in time during their little dissertation, someone can clap and yell, challenge! They will step forward and replace that person and start saying why their object is so much better and so much cooler, yada, yada, yada. So they will be kind of rebutting, is that the word? Rebutting what was just said by the other person on the other team. And that's going to continue ad infinitum until we get tired of it. So, we have team blue pens, team black pens. We want to start with team black pens. Okay.
Well, whenever I am signing an important document, I always make sure that I have a black pen. Because that's the superior color, basic black. You don't need anything else.
Challenge! Basic black is great for a dress, but ink is special. Did you know that blue ink gets changed every so often because they need to be able to trace that ink?
Challenge! The last thing I want to do is be traced by my ink. I want to sign something and forget about it. I don't want to have to remember it ever happened, and I don't even want to use my own pen. I want to use the little pen that's like tied to the desk.
Challenge! But you can just sign it electronically and then use the blue pens for fun stuff, for arts and crafts, or making a really cool drawing of...
Challenge. But when you're drawing, you're going to have to outline. So what are you going to outline it in? Black pen. Of course you're going to use black.
Challenge! I don't know anybody who outlines their drawings with pen. Usually it's pencil, but anyhow, it would be a blue pen.
Challenge! You clearly don't understand cartooning or any kind of like drawing in which you'd want to do your rough sketch first, where you start with pencil, and then you'd outline later with your inks, and then you'd color later. I know a lot about comics, which is why...
Challenge! It doesn't surprise me. Blue ink is far more playful. And, you need blue ink to differentiate from sky and sea. And...
Challenge!
Oh.
I got this one. Steve, we don't care about your miniatures and your Dungeon Master maps and your grids, the little figures. You go on vacation and you use your blue ink to fill in these little figures. You could be...
Challenge! Blue is very clearly the color of beautiful things.
Challenge!
A lot of disagreement there.
We all know that black is all the colors combined. So, of course, the black is the more significant color. Am I right? Yes? No?
Challenge! No!
Yes! Black is all of the colors. Black is best. Black goes with everything. That's the color of...
Challenge! How can we trust Brian? How can we trust
Challenge!
his judgment?
I'm a, look at me.
Challenge! Black doesn't go with everything. Look at those shoes and pants and that black shirt he's wearing.
Challenge! Yeah, so nice. Thanks for pointing it out. I've got a lookbook.
Challenge! Look at this blue shirt I'm wearing.
Challenge! I have all night and it hurts my eyes. They're stained now, much like seeing a 3D movie with a bunch of blue people in it.
Talk about hurting eyes. I have trouble with big contrast like that, Mr. Black and White, okay? If it were blue, it would be so much easier on my
Challenge! Things need to be black and white, clear as crystal. Think of all the important documents in your life. The Declaration
Challenge.
of Independence.
If things needed to just be black and white, we wouldn't have coloring books. No, if they're black and white, it means they're not finished. You gotta color it in. Grab your blue and make it look wonderful.
Challenge! You're using pen in your coloring books?
Because we are confident.
Challenge! You must be to go out looking like that.
Oh.
Thank you.
Challenge! There is nothing wrong with Steve's sense of style. I have known him since at least 2017, okay? And he knows how to dress, okay? We have played
Challenge! The only thing good that Steve is wearing this evening is that button. And that's it. Everything else, look at those old jeans. White.
Challenge! Says the guy arguing with black wearing blue jeans!
I was told to wear these.
Beautiful things are left. Blue's Clues, The Smurfs, Blue Lagoon, lots of blue in movies, in
Challenge! Those are all derivatives. Think about it. Creature from the Black Lagoon. It happened one black night.
Challenge! Yes, and being blacklisted from Hollywood.
Challenge! I wish I was blacklisted from Hollywood because they really know what they're doing. That was a mark on our history that we're not proud of.
Challenge! You're off to a good start right here, buddy! You're blacklisted!
Challenge! Are you firing me, Scott? Do you have the power to do that? Because I
Challenge! I have the power to do that. As a founding member of MDI.
Challenge! Steve, you're abusing your power on a volunteer fundraiser cast member. What tyranny? What has befallen MDI to come to this black and blue debate that it now rifts us
Challenge!
between?
It was suggested! That's what we do here!
I still prefer the challenge of Terminator 1 versus
Challenge! Half of the team over here is wearing shades of blue on stage! What kind
Challenge!
of endorsement do you...
Did you plan on being on the blue team before coming here? Because you're so blue. And I'm not talking about your clothes.
Challenge! It's not nice to pick on his emotional state. Scott has a lot of issues, everyone.
Challenge! Scott does not have a lot of issues. He's doing pretty well for himself.
Challenge! Scott's on our team. We would know if our teammate has a lot of issues. And that is a guy with a lot of issues.
Challenge! You know better about issues, huh, Jason?
Challenge! He's not wrong. I've got issues. And my
Challenge!
issue...
That's right, lots of issues, lots of back issues, National Geographic, and Hustler. I'm sorry. I know, this is a horny audience tonight, and hear all about what's in Scott's dirty
Challenge!
box.
Who else has been rifling through things? Because I think Tim can't be trusted. If he's reading everybody's magazines, what else has he been snooping into?
Challenge! He's been snooping in the fridge in the green room, found a lot of nice water bottles.
Challenge! We were told we could take the waters! It's not snooping if you're given permission!
Challenge! It's snooping because you're looking around. There's nothing wrong with looking at Scott's back issues of Hustler either.
Challenge! That was an in-group exploration. We weren't supposed to tell anybody else.
Nobody was supposed to say anything about the in-group exploration. That was supposed to be private, behind scenes.
Challenge! Well, yes, I was trying to explain that.
Challenge! You were doing a terrible job of explaining it!
Hey, Challenge, just get back in line, Brian.
Challenge, you get back in line!
Keep talking.
Are we still going?
Usually we keep talking until there's an exhaustion point, but I think we reached the exhaustion point, so. That was Challenge, everybody, and our last game. So, I know. We hope you had an amazing time. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight and for helping to support this wonderful organization, Affirmations. We would also like to give special thanks to Vibe Credit Union, the Ringwald Theater, Mike Fidel, Alex Goykov, Joe Bailey, Justin Bencher, John Jonette, Dave Garcia, and everyone at Affirmations who helped make today's show a success. If you enjoyed yourself tonight, find us on Facebook or visit our website at metrodetroitimprov.com, and make sure to like and follow Affirmations and the Ringwald as well on social media. If you want to join MDI for any future meetup sessions, which are open to the public, we meet every second and fourth Monday of the month at Motor City Youth Theater in Livonia. The cost is $5 to participate, and you can get more information on our website. Be sure to stop by the refreshments table if you haven't already to grab a snack or drink before you head home for a donation. Once again, we are Metro Detroit Improv, and individually we are
Stan.
Timothy.
Paris.
Steve. Jason. Scott.
And I'm Madeline. I want to thank you and good night.